Okay, on today's video, I'm going to be working on my box truck. It is a 98 GMC 3500. I had it for at least 4 years now. So I originally bought the box truck because it's something I always wanted, and I figured if you're going to be lugging anything around, might as well get a box truck for that. So first off, I got to clean all this up. Like, it is not safe to be working in a space that is this cluttered, because you are looking, you're looking for trouble with that one, especially if you work alone. So I'm going to go ahead and clean all that up.
Much later.
Now that the floor is clean like it always should be, we are ready for the transplant. So this right here is the new water pump. That is the old water pump. That is my toolbox. And these are the seals, or the gasket, I should say, that we are putting back here. Okay, along with some silicone. So we're gonna double side it, put the silicone on both sides, slap it on the rear, and have these bolts fastened through. That way it'll go in easy. So she is ready for the transplant, as you can see. This is what I meant from earlier. You do not want to saturate the gasket with silicone, because once it is pressed in, it will squeeze outwards. So once that happens, it actually minimizes this opening, and you do not want that to happen, because it will give the engine the minimum amount of coolant passing through it, and that will cause overheating issues. So the bare minimum is what is required. Okay, we're halfway done with the transplant. It has been fastened into place with 4 2-inch millimeter screws. All I have to do now is reattach these coolant lines, which is this one here and that one there. I had to remove this pulley, which is right here, the 13 millimeter, so that I could put this back into place. And what else is left is to reattach this lower radiator hose, the fan shroud, and coolants. I had to use this mirror tool to get a perfect angle to make sure that the screw and all, especially the gasket itself, was in place, because as you can see the gasket, just that gray part right there. So you have to make sure that it is visible, and there is a hole, I don't know if you can see it, right behind it. See, come on, there we go. There's a hole right behind it that lets you know that it is straightened, because if that is inserted incorrectly, once you start up the vehicle, it will begin to leak, and you will have to pretty much start all over again. So as you can see, I fastened all the components to the new water pump. Definitely tied these down, these 10 millimeters. I had removed this prior in order to get to the clamp for this coolant hose behind it. So that's in place. This is in place. The lower radiator hose is also in place. I had to remove this crappy clamp right there, which is a pain in the ass to even put back into place. With this one, that is much more convenient and universal. So if ever you take that off, that old clamp off, you're better off just chucking it and putting back one of these. So all that's left now is the radiator fan and the belts, the radiator fan shroud, and the intake portion to this. Alright folks, with all that said and done, let's get to it. So the belt is back on. Okay. Thankfully for this diagram right here, this would have taken forever to figure out. I mean, even though if I didn't have that diagram, I still could have looked it up online. So, with these serpentine belts, it is very easy to take off, but pretty hard to put back on. With the help of this 3/8 ratchet, what I did was, first I firmly aligned the belts that was shown on the diagram, and then I took this 3/8 and inserted right here this 3/8 ratchet in place on this tensioner pulley. I went ahead and gave it a little tug like so, and as you can see, the belt is loose, so I was able to slip it into place. And once I release it, it is firm and ready to go. So what I have to do next is put back the radiator fan and the shroud. That's it. So when it comes to this radiator fan, it is quite simple to actually put back into place. Removing it is a battle entirely. You have to make sure that this pulley right here is firmly fastened down by the belt itself. So if that doesn't work, you go ahead and purchase this little belt thing. This right here. Wrap it around this pulley, and then the tool I use to get a grip of the base, which is this right here. My tool of choice to attach to that base in order to tighten it clockwise is right here, this pipe wrench. So now with this rubber strap wrench in place and the serpentine belt also in place, it will allow me to properly tighten the base of the radiator fan. So I have my pipe wrench. Right, put it in there. Okay. Sure it's properly in place, nice and firm. Oh, put your ass back in there. There we go. All right, this in place. Oh yeah, it's nice and tight. Tighten it up a little bit more. Right. Okay. I have this resting up against the AC compressor. Have a pipe wrench in place. They actually have the proper tool to fasten the radiator fan base to the water pump, but I'm feeling a little adventurous, so let's see what we got. Oh yeah, that's just nice and tight. Yeah, she's in there. Yeah, she's in there. All right. Okay. All right. With that done, all I need to do now is put back the radiator fan shroud and the air breather box and whatever else goes on top of this. Just got done putting the coolant in the radiator. I started it up, and let's see what we got. Ah, would you look at that? No leaks.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay. All right, box truck. Smoothly, no smoking, no crazy vibration. That's what I'm talking about. This is a beautiful box truck. I can't wait to do some more work because this truck is completely out of date. Has a little bit of electrical issues, but we're going to resolve all that in future videos. So that will wrap it up for today's video. There's going to be more videos to come regarding this box truck. So stay tuned. And remember, progress, no matter how small, is progress overall. Peace.